that wasn't there a time that a fan had written to you guys and wanted you to come play at their house or something, and you happened to be in
It's
town?
happened many times more than once. But there's one actual thing that everyone, that was Port Orchard, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through this stuff, and this girl's like, you're not going to read this. This is my 18th birthday. And the way she said it, I can't remember. It was something like, look, I had a party, and I planned it out, had it all set up. We're going to go camping on the beach.
Uh-huh.
And all these people came and like trashed the party. And, we just rolled up to her house, pulled up in her driveway, these trucks.
Yeah.
And we're all decked out, like all ready to, like as if we were about to go on stage.
Right, right.
And
what was her expression when she opened up the door and she sees you guys there? What was her reaction?
It was crazy. Well, the whole thing, her friends were like, did not believe her. No one believed her.
Right.
And it was very chill. It was like a cake, and like aunt and uncle and grandma and grandma. It was cool. So we just hung out, got a shower out of the deal, which is always a good thing.
Well, what kind of advice would you give to some of those, up and coming bands, some of the local bands who are running into problems like that or other difficult, issues?
Get just an amazing tour manager.
Yeah.
No matter what it costs, no matter what you have to do, how many credit cards you have to max out, before you change vehicles, before you bring in a light guy, before you get a roadie or bring your girlfriend or get your friend to drive, go out and find a tour manager that costs $1,400 a week. I know it's a lot of money, because that tour manager will make everything a perfect situation. And the worst thing you can ever do is get your buddy Rick that knows you got to have a tour manager.
Right.
It's just the first thing to make all the things that you want to see happen that are realistic for how big you are aren't going to happen if you try to do it by yourself, because you're going to get worn your ass is going to get worn off on the road until you get used to being in a different time zone every day. And you need to get somebody who's been doing it for 15 years that will kick your butt or pick your butt up and teach your band how to be a road band. Because there's the band, then there's a road band.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's like a veteran. It's like a soldier who's been and who's fought and been shot at and has a bullet in their, that's how it is.
You guys really kind of work the MySpace, and you're able to really network with that and online. What do you guys feel about that? Has that really helped a lot, or?
Well, yeah, tremendously, because we got in real early,
right?
Like real early, and became sort of a flagship for a lot of that. In fact, I'm actually working with a website. I haven't started yet. I start in a few days, called Facebook.
Facebook, yep.
Yeah, Facebook is about to do something really cool. I'm not really allowed to talk about what they're doing, but I'm the consultant for it.
Really?
And so we're gonna make something really cool for bands.
What I heard is that kind of now, MySpace is still very popular, but that Facebook is kind of edging it out. Yeah,
it's getting big.
Yeah, that they've made some changes already that are kind of, outperforming MySpace somewhat. So
Facebook has an opportunity to no one's gonna phase anyone out. That's. You got to remember, it's like everyone's like, oh, MySpace is going to phase out radio. No, it is not. There are 3 avenues in this world. It's television, radio, and the internet. And those are 3 jets, and they all go to the same damn place.
But internet can get places that some people, most kids will have internet, but they may not have MTV, or they might not have cable if you're up in the mountains or something.
Just choose your poison.
Yeah.
But those are all poisons, and radio is big. Radio is going nowhere, no way, and neither is television. Now YouTube is great, so all the visual sites are great, but you let me know when they're going to take a TV away from an American, and I'll tell you when there will be no more MTV.
That's right.
It's not happening. Playing more videos.
Of course, when people get on MTV, sometimes it jumps the shark. They're not as popular when they're on there. So it's kind of
you can have a video banging on MTV all day long, and that's not going to blow you up anymore.
Right,
Those days are over.
Right. No.
You have to do everything at once.
Well, how do you guys like fans to show their support for you, besides coming to shows? What do you guys like to see?
Demos, art, pictures, drawings.
Really?
Like it's really cool when somebody comes up. It's like when they hand you something, whether it's good or not, you can tell they just spent like 3 weeks on it.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the coolest thing in the world.
Do you guys keep that?
Yeah, we keep most of it. I mean, we keep it, and then it's destroyed by the power of the road.
Yeah.
It falls off the table. It breaks. It tears. just like it, along with our clothes and our personal stuff, just part of it. We can't keep it for that long, but we keep it. I mean, we're not going to go FedEx it back to our house.
Right.
We just stick it on the wall of the
And
bus.
do you get inspiration from that, or is that kind of...
We get inspiration
from
from
your
the act of it doing that.
Okay.
And you know, I mean, I think more than actually what the object was, just
Right.
the fact that, man, that's, you know, that is so cool that person like took time out to do. That's badass, you know. Because we took time out and we gave our lives up to do this.
Right.
And it's cool that someone took part of their life and threw it back. It's awesome.
So if you guys weren't making music, what would you be doing?
Chasing tornadoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, or part of us do that.
I suppose so, coming from Oklahoma, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you guys ever do that?
For years.
Really? Wow. But don't you miss that? Don't you miss that rush?
Yeah. I'm going in March.
Oh, okay. So you're still doing it?
No, it's not the season. I mean, it's hurricane season. It's the end of the fall tornado season. Fall tornado season's crap. It's not worth it. Fall tornadoes, like, that's when you get tornadoes in, like, Arizona, like, just weird stuff, like
Yeah.
Miami and stuff like that. There's a tornado in Brooklyn, New York a few weeks ago.
Really?
Fall season's just weird,
So
random.
if we hear in the news that there's one, in the, coming up in Oklahoma,
Anywhere
you're
in
most
the
likely
alley,
you're going to be there.
anywhere in the alley,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
So we'll have to check, go to your website, make sure you're okay.
No, we're gonna film this year.
Are you really?
We're bringing like a truck behind us to
Oh, that
film.
would be awesome. That would be really cool footage to see. Band Bunny 5 and 5. I'm just going to ask you some real quick questions. Like Depeche Mode or Erasure? Would you pick?
God, Depeche Mode, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, we kind of went over this. MySpace or Facebook?
I can't say.
You can't say.
I can't say right now. Good one though.
Mac or PC?
God, man. I'm gonna say Mac.
Yeah?
I just switched.
I
We
just
wrote
switched.
that. We wrote that album on a PC.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm
With
surprised. I
a,
would have assumed that you did this on a Mac.
we did it in Logic 5.3.
Really?
Yeah, a program that was built in 2002.
But I tell you what,
Crappy.
as a converted Mac user, I don't think I'd ever go back to PC. Would you?
I have both. I carry both.
Really?
Just for, I still use a PC for business, but
Yeah.
Mac, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting
Yeah,
used to
it took me
yeah.
a little while, but once I got used to it, there's just things I go back to use a friend's PC and I forget. So, Kanye or 50?
Kanye by far.
Yeah. All right, and I know there was a little controversy, about the second one, but Perez Hilton or Paris Hilton?
Perez.
Perez, yeah. All right. And where can fans find you guys and catch up? Just in your MySpace or your Shiny Tour?
Smartest way is MySpace, iSound, Bebo,
Okay.
Pure Volume. Don't do much of Pure Volume.
Okay.
We don't anymore. Yeah, just literally write us on that. Or there's a part of our website called Destroy,
Yeah.
and if you go there, I read those every 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
That's a cool part of the set.
So you definitely keep up with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Jeremy. And this was Band Bunny with Jeremy from Shiny Toy Guns with bandbunny.com.